Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is a very special episode. It is a different episode, and we are going to veer off on the beaten track from what we normally talk about here at Villa Feliz. We're not going to be talking about the pool build in our backyard, which you can probably hear right now, the noise of the grinders going on. We're not going to talk about DIY. What we're going to talk about is something that's on the mind of many people who are thinking about retiring inside the Philippines, and it has to do with property ownership and possibly a package deal where you can get everything presented to you all in one package. Now, if you're one of those many people who don't want to hassle with an architect, don't want to hassle with a contractor, and you just want to see the plans, you want to know that there's a lot available, and you have somebody else take care of all that, maybe today's episode is for you. So let's jump into today's episode and see if this is something you might find interesting. Now, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now, as I alluded to in the intro this morning, if you're one of those people that really want to simplify your purchase of both your house and your property here in the Philippines for whatever reason, for retirement, as a vacation home, then I believe this episode might be interesting to you. Now, I was recently approached by a very reputable builder who also does designing of houses as well. And he asked me to go ahead and do a presentation to you if you're interested in buying a complete total package in our community here. So what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to show you an aerial 3D flyby, basically a bird's eye view of an architectural drawing of a property and a house that's built right here in our community. Then what I'd like to do, I would like to show you some additional things, such as some pictures of what the inside looks like of the property, of the house, and I would also like to discuss a little bit some of the details if you're still interested in that have to do with financing and options. Well, let's go ahead and get started first with the 3D flyby. Now, I don't know if it caught your attention, but if you go back and rewind and look at that video of the 3D flyby, and you look more specifically, instead of at the house, at the yard and the wall, it's actually placed as it would be placed on the actual property itself. Now, the next thing I'd like to do, I'd just like to show you briefly just a few of the pictures of the interior of the house. The pictures on the inside, you can kind of see through the window of the 3D flyby, but for more specifics, you'll be able to see what the design looks like for the interior. Now that you've seen a brief rendering of the 3D look of the outside of the house, as well as some of the interior pictures, let's go ahead and go over to the lot itself. Let's take the drone. We'll do a quick overview of that specific lot and talk about some of the amenities in the local area. And then we'll talk a little bit after that about what you get with this package. Now, this is the main road that brings you in from the entrance where the security staffs are at the front of the subdivision, which is right around the corner right there. And this main street takes you around to the clubhouse, which is right over there. And we'll visit that in just a moment. The clubhouse houses like a conference center and a swimming pool. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the property itself. Now you can see the property is deep. It goes very deep to the wall back there. You can see the concrete hollow block wall on the back of the property. And all this is part of Block 4, Lot 12. Now, I put my drone case at the other end of the property where it's marked off so you can get an idea. This little red marker right here will define the left boundary, and the box for the drone is down at the other end. It's about 25 meters by my walking, by my pace, so it takes about 25 steps. Now this lot is situated with a lot of really nice coconut trees already on the lot. Of course, some of the coconut trees in the center would have to be cleared to allow for the building of the house. So let's go ahead and do a drone flyover so you get an idea from the air how close it is to the entranceway and how close it is over to the amenity center, which is the clubhouse and the swimming pool. Now the builder also asked for me to share with you, this is a complete package to include fencing, the landscaping, air conditioning, bathroom fittings, and a carport. And there is in-house financing available, and I believe it's very attractive as well. So if you would like to have more information about that, please contact me and I'll put you in direct contact with the builder and you can look at more details, specifically costs. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you're one of those many people who are interested in retiring in the Philippines or building a vacation home in this particular area, this might be for you. Now you find more details in today's description block of today's episode. So until next time, I wish you the best. Have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.